What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 3. Now, as of last episode, and currently, we are still working on Tuchanka. So, we just talked to Rex, we just talked to the Primarch of the Turians, his son. A noble sacrifice.
They were fighting the collectors while the council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
Which is crazy. That's wild.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. Thank you. From Jessica Fromm. Dear Commander Shepard, my name is Jessica Fromm. You saved my life on Benning. I've lost so many friends in all this, but I find hope in the idea that their memory lives on in me. I know I'm just one woman, but I wanted to let you know you're making a real difference. Bless you, Commander Jessica Fromm. Very cool. Okay. Investigate Cerberus presence. We're going to do the main mission last. And I think I'm going to keep Garrus and James for this. Bring in James because you've requested it. Garrus. It's Garrus, man. He's been my favorite character every single Mass Effect. Regardless of all his calibrations. Dominate. Let's just do vulnerability. Target takes 30% more damage from all sources. Okay. Let's do it.
Shepard, Cerberus' landing forces away from the Tuchanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Looks like Cerberus got that cannon operational, Commander. I'll go back up, get a read on what they're shooting at.
Get on it. All right, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
Sounds simple enough.
Resistance here.
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire is clearing the way. That ship makes it to bombardment range. The Krogan resistance is in trouble.
Keep track of it, Lieutenant.
On it.
Let's do this thing. Is it just ammo back here? Think so. The overload is nice for a stun, I will say that. Dude, these maps are huge.
Control center secure. Then I think it's time to test this cannon.
Old grid
Not the
schematic.
kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
They're pulling the plug. You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move.
Okay, gauntlets, nice. We haven't checked our armory in a while. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a nemesis. Damn.
We're cutting it close, Commander.
I've rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Alright, let's get some drones going. Some sentry turrets. Make sure he doesn't place a drone. Oh, jeez. I just feel like the drones don't work that well. How did we launch that mug? There we go. Okay. What now?
Commander, cruiser initiating bombardment.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing.
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
That's what I'm talking about!
All right. Good work, everyone.
Nice. That was nice and simple.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
Okay. Now we mess with the genophage. Krogan. Krogan 1st Division is a conglomeration of infantry and vehicles hastily organized into a single coalition force. The chain of command is divided by clan, with representatives from each serving as officers. Despite ancient differences, fighting the Reapers together is building a spirit of camaraderie among the division's warriors. Krogan from different clans are starting to swap equipment, stories, and even the occasional barrel of Rheinkohl. Nice.
I just figured you'd be more sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass, just like everyone else. But I need a better reason than it has scales to go kill somebody. And if Cerberus is taking our dishonorable discharges and Cat 6 washouts, it's just one more reason they're not worth a damn.
Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's see what the genophage is all about.
All hands, full stop! Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, sir.
A new form of Reaper at the Shroud facility, Commander. It's using the tower to poison Tachanka's atmosphere.
They want to fight. They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Leaving a small window for dispersing the cure, we'll have to finish synthesizing it at the Shroud itself. Eve will need to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatrus?
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Paddock Wicks has proposed using the Shroud.
Are you spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Dalatrass?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you were planning couldn't be done. Paddock will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Paddock would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
Psh, kind of nonsense is that? Garrison James. James, you wanted to come. Don't disappoint.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Yes, a paradigm shift. The ramifications will be felt for centuries.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message from the...
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our six. Now move!
Very cool.
Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Shepard, it's ugly over here. Whatever you do, keep them away from the female.
Reminds me of the map called Paladin. We're not done yet. More on the way.
Dude, our power recharge rate is insane. Like, actually. Garrus, what in the world are you doing? Oh, God.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
The female is safe, Commander. Vital signs remain strong.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Oh dear, more males.
Who are you?
Urdnot Reeve, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
The Solarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the genophage.
His kind gave us the genophage. Why should we trust him? Because I do. And so will you.
I think I accidentally
You can
skipped the
stay
part.
here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper that needs killing!
Is someone gonna die?
Krogan ground convoy, this is Turian Wing Artemek. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Krogan expansion is how this whole conflict began.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tachanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
And then my people uplifted you. It wasn't an improvement.
No, we destroyed Tachanka long before that. Technology had changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the Genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalatraz tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
If the sabotage was subtle enough, you wouldn't. But now I can account for it.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on him. Why are we stopping?
Rex, you and Paddock stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do. It's dangerous stopping like this.
Look at that reef. It's the end of the world out there.
That's mine. Whatever you shoot with it belongs to me. And remember to bring it back when you're done.
Okay. A death mask? Oh, I want to see what that is. Dude, look at all these attachments.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
An airstrike alone won't do it. We have to get in that fight.
Damn it! I don't care if we have to build a new road. We're going.
Oh, shit! I've lost control! I can't pull up!
Shepard, what's happening?
Rex, get the female out of here now! Go!
Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
Shepard, a tunnel over there. Maybe a way off.
Get to it!
Oh my
Rex,
gosh.
are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. Reeves' truck made it out too.
What the hell?
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
Great.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
There it is again. That didn't feel like a tremor to me.
Rex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
So, do I really want to know who Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, is?
When the Krogan name a Thresher Maw, you know you're in trouble. They don't think anyone's ever going to kill it.
Nice, that's cool.
Looks like the Rachni again.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
Looks like light ahead. And now, this is new. Part of Tachanka that isn't rubble.
Makes you wonder what the Krogan could have been if they hadn't nuked the place.
Very cool.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And green. I didn't think plants grew here anymore.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tachanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
This is
Love to
very
know how
cool.
we're going to deal with the Reaper when we get there.
Another quake!
That had to be Kalros.
Shit.
Stay sharp.
Dude, we gotta fight that thing or something? I hope not. Most definitely we do. Most definitely. If it's even a mention in this game, it means it's coming out. No, I want you to have your assault rifle, please. Great. A freaking brute.
Got them all, for now.
For now. Ain't that the truth?
Rex, you're right about Kalros. She's on the move.
Yeah, we've got some ideas on that. What?
Not now, Rex. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's happening?
Some crazy idea we can talk about later. Just worry about getting out of there right now. Shepard, looks like we got a bridge up ahead. Try to find it. I'll pick you up there.
We're a little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy.
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa. Oh, we missed.
I hate these guys.
Okay.
Shepard, we're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the ship. Kalros!
Rex?
Break off! We're getting out of here!
Kalros is defending our territory.
She's not gonna get us.
Oh, that thing is huge. We gotta fight that and a Reaper?
Go
Man.
ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake this thing and find you.
One does not shake a Thresher Maw.
Then maybe we'll feed it a Solarian to slow it down.
This is crazy.
Now where do you suppose we are?
Looks like a memorial.
Yeah, this is wild.
Heads up! They're back! I'm on it.
Damn.
Commander, Rex is still trying to elude the Thresher Maw. How are you?
Doing what we can. What about you guys?
Several near-death experiences so far. Kalros is proving persistent.
Oh, they got that.
Stay close.
Marauders.
Try faster. I can smell the damn thing's breath.
Okay.
Shepard, we've almost lost Kalros. Get down from there and we'll find you. Shepard, get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that Maw.
Oh, Reeve
I
dead.
don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Rex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
Reeve's dead.
It's Kalros.
Move, Shepard.
We're in. Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. And he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
Okay.
I hope somebody has a plan B.
I know we've beaten the odds before. But getting to that tower, I don't know.
We're curing the genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
Then I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
She need only draw the Reaper away from the tower. That would give us time to synthesize and release the cure.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Kalros is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
And going head-to-head with Sovereign didn't? This is the only way to get to that tower and release the cure. There's no other choice.
But how would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros's glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
We got that much right.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
In the meantime, the laboratory is just over there. I can finish synthesizing the cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Wait! I want you to know that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Erdnot, and a brother to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepard will mean hero! Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this! I am Erdnot Rex, and this is my planet!
It would be
See you on
cool
the other side.
We'll have the cure ready shortly, Commander.
to see Rex and Grunt fight side by side. That would be awesome.
Let's get in there!
Grunt needs to be here. Dang.
Someone has to raise those maw hammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy, Rex.
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it.
Commander, finally some luck. The original strain is in storage. I'm preparing the cure now.
Make it quick. They're all over us out here.
Holy shit! Off to the left!
Everyone all right?
Fine.
I just got shot by a...
Consider that practice.
Okay, Shepard. I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
You've got to be kidding me!
Just keep moving. Stick to cover.
Commander, this is Artemic Wing. We'll try to give that Reaper something else to shoot at.
Now that's some goddamn balls.
Go! Let's push ahead.
Holy
On our
cow.
left! One of the hammers!
A brute. Ooh, that smoke is nasty. Oh my god, I'm stuck.
This is crazy!
Oh my god, this is crazy. You are 100% right. Oh my god, what do we even do? Are they just gonna keep spawning? I'm out of here. I'm not out of here. Somebody help me. Do they ever stop? Guys, what do I do here? So, like, do we just wait for it to move? Oh.
Wicks, we hit the first hammer. How's it coming?
The cure is nearly ready, but Eve's vital signs are dropping. I'm trying to compensate.
Second hammer's on the other side.
Shepard, get that second hammer going.
There's a Reaper in my way, Rex.
I know, you get all the fun.
Go! Get back to the truck. I'll take care of the cure.
And these are one of the smaller Reapers. This is crazy. Bro, if the Reaper takes this thing down, I'll be shook. Nice. Yeah, the mother don't play. The mother do not play. That was wild.
Wick, is the cure ready?
Yes, it's loaded and set for dispersal. 2 minutes and counting. Though the procedure took a toll on Eve.
Is she okay?
I believe so. Malin's research was crucial in stabilizing her. Together, she and Rex can ensure a Krogan future we need not fear. Evolution at its best. Time's running out. We must get to the control room at the top of the tower.
Why?
It's the only way to repair the sabotage. I've already detected a temperature malfunction. The cure won't work unless this is fixed.
How do I do that?
You don't. This is best left to me, Commander. You should get your team clear.
Paddock, wait. This is a one-way trip.
And has been since the day I met Eve. Some souls die in battle, some die in their sleep, and some die for no reason at all. This is my chance to die for what I believe.
Wow. There's a lot of sacrifices in this game.
For eternity.
That was so sad. He was so happy.
A long time ago, my father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the Genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a shame Paddock Wicks didn't survive.
There aren't many people willing to die for another species.
I wish I'd had a chance to tell him I was wrong about Solarians. At least one of them.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us. Even now, there are clans gathering in the Kelphic Valley. I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done. And know that Urdnot Bakara calls you a friend.
Urdnot. Nice.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Wow.
Commander, Urdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
Garrus is so cool, man. More dreams about the kid. I was wondering when we would see him again. Oh, wow. Not just the kid. Oh, but there is the kid. The slow motion run. Dude, this is giving me goosebumps right now.
Screw that. I can hold them off. Go back and get Alenko. You know it's the right choice, LT.
Oh, man. Hearing Ashley. All the sacrifices. That gave me goosebumps.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Interesting. But Ashley and Liara apparently butted heads, and we didn't see that because we didn't romance anybody.
Ashley, back on Vermeer. She gave her life stopping Sovereign. I wonder what she'd make of fighting a whole fleet of Reapers.
If I had to guess, Ashley would call it target practice.
Yeah. Sounds like her. Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. He called the comm room?
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Okay.
Commander, there is something we should discuss, if you are finished rewriting history.
I made my decision, Counselor. There's not much anyone can do about it now.
Yes. We're going to have billions more Krogan in the galaxy. It's a good thing you saved my life once, Shepard. Otherwise, well... I have concerns about humanity's representative, Councilor Udina. My agents have discovered that he's using his authority to move vast sums of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
Is he supporting Cerberus?
If Adina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We will review the evidence and discuss this in private. Valorn out.
So is that not the Dalatras? I'm confused. Okay, Hackett.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise, this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we've picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Urdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tachanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. How about the Solarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back-channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Even after I cured the genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Solarian Union just because some Dalatras didn't get her way.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The Blood Pack will be useful. And violent. Mostly Vorchai here. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Narner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Urdnot Rex has deployed troops, and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Sirkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Interesting.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Wow.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
What about the extra help we've picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have and that female. I'm glad you
Good to hear.
Okay.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Very cool. Wow. Let's check on our war score. Ooh, we're there. Look at all the Krogan now. Urdnot Rex fought alongside Commander Shepard during the Reaper's first invasion attempt in 2183. Afterwards, he returned to Tuchanka and spent the following years rising to the leadership of his clan, championing progressive methods meant to strengthen the Krogan as a whole. Conservative elements were unhappy, but news of a successfully cured genophage has solidly united all of Tuchanka under Rex's command. Hailed not only as a great warrior, but a savior, the Krogan will follow Urdnot Rex into the maws of the Reapers themselves. Centuries of Krogan infighting abruptly halted with the news of a cure for the genophage. With their future restored, Tuchanka's clans have united in a show of force not seen since the Rachni War. The clans have also been stockpiling weapons of mass destruction for decades. Thankfully, their full destructive force can now be turned on the Reapers instead of Tuchanka. Their strength, size, and regenerative powers make the Krogan ideal shock troops. Clan Urdnot has become the unofficial but uncontested representative body of Krogan power to the rest of the galaxy. Within the past decade, Urdnot's warriors have either absorbed or wiped out clans Nakmor, Jurdon, Quash, and even the legendarily ferocious clan Reich. The discovery of a fertile Urdnot female rallied even more Krogan, regardless of affiliation to Urdnot's banners. Many Krogan went fortune-seeking out in the lawless Terminus systems. Their imposing bulk and infamous brutality won them prized positions as bodyguards and mercenaries. When news of a genophage cure spread, these drifters were contacted by their clans and urged to join Shepard's forces against the Reapers. After centuries of aimless brawls and bleak futures, Krogan everywhere are heeding the call. 43rd Marine Division was founded during the ancient unification wars that rocked Palaven over 2,000 years ago. The 43rd maintains relations with other council races, running joint training exercises with the Asari, Solarian, and more recently, Alliance military forces. Knowing how their allies fight has become an asset, as the 43rd's troops have the discipline and experience to integrate into any army on any battlefield. The Turian 7th Fleet was assigned the privilege and burden of guarding the Crucible during the weapons construction and deployment. The fleet flies constant surveillance around the massive device, coordinating with Alliance security patrols and VI-run counterintelligence programs. The 7th Fleet knows what it would cost the galaxy if the Reapers breach their defenses. Every vessel's captain is prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice if it ensures the Crucible's safety. Recovering the legendary banner of the 1st Regiment lifted the spirits of overworked Turian forces. In a society where the military is synonymous with the government, the Turian Engineering Corps is responsible for everything from maintaining sidewalks to creating spaceports. Their fame spread beyond Palaven after they helped repair the damage done to the Citadel by Sovereign in record time. TEC engineers view the Crucible as the greatest challenge of their career and have sped up the building process with their expertise equipment. Very cool. So obviously Solarian is still low. And Asari's still low. Alliance is high. Crucible's pretty low. Cerberus. Okay, very cool. Well, if you're not interested in the Daily Codex, then I hope to see you next time. If you are, let's go ahead and get into it.
Thresher maws are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the Earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Okay.
The Tuchanka, the Krogan homeworld, boasts extreme temperatures, virulent diseases, and predatory fauna. Around 1900 BCE, the Krogan discovered atomic weapons and promptly sent their planet into a nuclear winter. The majority of the population retreated to underground bunkers, and Krogan culture slipped into a dark age, dominated by tribal clans. In 80 CE, decades into the Rachni Wars, the Solarian Union made first contact with the primitive Krogan and initiated a cultural uplift to shape them into a modern army capable of confronting the Rachni. During this uplift, the Solarians constructed the Shroud facility on Tuchanka to shield the planet from harmful forms of solar radiation. Later, during the Krogan rebellions, reproductive rates were curtailed by the genophage. ensuring the Krogan remained a species in decline and Tuchanka a desolate wasteland.
Okay. Planets and locations. Benning. Benning was once a thriving human colony, but the Reapers have rounded up a large portion of the populace for processing. Some pockets of civilian resistance will still elude the Reapers, however, and rescue attempts are underway. A resistance radio established during the early days of the attack continues to broadcast, exhorting survivors to band together and discussing rumors of safe havens. Unfortunately, those rumors have begun to result in ambushes, increasing the desperation of those who remain free. Through all this, Benning's automated agricultural systems have continued to operate, leading to unprecedented stores of food in the planet's granaries and warehouses. What the Krogan call the Shroud is a technological remnant of the Solarian uplift. After Tuchanka's nuclear war released tons of smoke and dust into the atmosphere, the planet temporarily cooled from global dimming, except at the poles where the albedo was lowered by soot. As clouds trapped the resulting heat, enormous swaths of permafrost melted, releasing methane captured in clathrates from previous millennia. This potent greenhouse gas created a runaway heat cycle that was called the nuclear summer. Without intervention, Tuchanka would have sunk into a slow but certain mass extinction. The Solarian solution was to assemble the Shroud, a permanent sun shield of trillions of tiny diffractory lenses placed at the L1 Lagrange point, the point in space where the lens's naturally stable orbit would shade the planet. The Solarians settled on a delivery method that became known as the Shroud Towers. The towers were essentially enormous coil guns that could fire a payload of lenses into space along with the equipment necessary to monitor the payload's trajectories. Many Krogan warlords enthusiastically approved of the plan, some because they believed in saving their homeworld, but most because they saw future military applications for the Shroud Towers. The Shroud was completed on schedule over the next few decades, by which time the Rachni held the warlords' full attention. The Krogan rebellions were not kind to the Shroud Towers. All but one was destroyed during the push for Krogan demilitarization. The remaining tower, often referred to as the Shroud, even though that is technically incorrect, was repurposed for cloud seeding and atmospheric repair. It remains on the landscape as an anachronism, a symbol of time when Krogan and Solarians helped themselves by aiding one another. Even with all the Reaper's power, harvesting every sapient species in an entire galaxy can take decades or even centuries. The most time-consuming part of the process is gathering DNA from the population. To accelerate the effort, the Reapers follow a consistent procedure. Victims who cooperate, surrender, or are captured by Husk are sorted into camps. It is believed the Husk possess receptors that allow them to analyze a victim's DNA through sight, smell, or touch. Victims that meet their standards are herded from the camps into processor ships. Those the Husk deem insufficient are either turned into Husks themselves or indoctrinated to serve as slave labor. The Reapers use this last option to give their victims false hope. Many captives who would otherwise fight back become docile when they see members of their own kind obey and survive. The processor ships reduce victims to a transportable liquid. Like in a slaughterhouse, the ship's design prevents victims from seeing or hearing what happens elsewhere so that they do not panic. The victims are ushered into locking pods, then rent apart and dissolved into paste that is flushed to storage vats. The rate of killing is phenomenal. Intelligence estimates suggest that there are more than 400 processor ships on Earth, killing approximately 1.86 million humans per day. In combination with battlefield deaths, disease, and famine, this pace will result in complete depopulation of Earth within a decade. As the Husk and indoctrinated slaves build more slaughtering facilities, the kill rate can only increase. The Reapers are technologically superior to the organic race species of the galaxy, but the degree of that superiority is a matter of debate in the intelligence community. The Reapers' thrusters and FTL drives appear to propel them at more than twice the speed of Citadel ships. Estimates of their location in dark space suggest they can travel nearly 30 light years in a 24-hour period. Reaper power sources seem to violate known physical laws. Reapers usually destroy fuel infrastructure rather than attempting to capture it intact, indicating that Reapers do not require organic species energy supplies. Consequently, the Reaper attack without regard for maintaining supply lines behind them, except to move Husks from one planet to another. Unlike Citadel ships, Reapers do not appear to discharge static buildup from their drive cores, although they sometimes appear wreathed in static discharge when they land on planets. The main gun on a Reaper capital ship dwarfs that of the Alliance Everest-class dreadnoughts. No dreadnought has yet survived a direct hit from the weapon. Estimates put its destruction power anywhere from 132 to 554 kilotons of TNT. Even if the target is hardened, as in the case of a surface-based missile silo, the gun can instead bury the target beneath molten metal. Precise targeting computers and correctors also give Reaper weapons a longer effective range than Organics, Dreadnoughts, or Cruisers. The kinetic barriers on a Reaper capital ship can shrug off the firepower of a small fleet. Weapons specifically designed to overcome shields, such as Javelin, Guardian lasers, or the Thanic series, can bypass the barriers to some degree. The difficulty is getting close enough to use them. The surface-mounted weaponry on Reaper's ships, similar in principle to Guardian, presents an effective defense against organic species fighters. Well, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.